for coming to the very first Transform.
Yeah.
Let me put down the bottle. Let me see. I know with with me and you, I know we've been through a lot in different areas, and I thank y'all for tuning in because it's the very first one, and I can't believe that we made it this far.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's real.
Sheesh, how we made it to be who we are today. I know you have your career, I have mine, and coming together just in this moment, you know what I mean? That's only God, truthfully.
That's absolutely true. You know, if I may,
Go ahead.
just this weekend, I was just kind of tripping out, looking back on some of the things that I came out of, and mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it, and I just had to stop and remind myself to thank God for the things that I came out of. So I put some worship music on, and that's something that I haven't done in years.
Oh wow!
And because usually it's like, yeah, I know where I come from, I know where I've done, you know, I know who helped me come from it, but I've never stopped. And how do they say that Selah, right, in the Bible, where you stop, you stop and you reflect and you give the glory to where it's supposed to be given. And I did it this weekend, and it's been wow, bro.
I can only imagine. So, Antonio, a lot of people don't know about you. I know I just learned something in a couple of minutes ago about you. The main subject of this podcast is Transform, as we know. And in the title, it's Transform.
Yeah.
So, I know you've been through a lot. I know you watched me go through a lot with my my surgery, me limping. But in a time of our lives, there was a time that we can rise to the top or sink to the bottom. I know for myself, there was a time I had to rise to the top. Like I told you the story, and I got a lot of stories, but this is about you. This is not about me.
Yeah.
So the floor is yours. Who is Antonio?
Well, I thought I knew who Antonio was, and that got me into the trouble that I've got myself into. Then I thought I thought who Antonio should be, and that got me into a situation where I was ahead of where I should be, and just in time, you know, learning to control my mind, right? To focus on the things that needed to be worked on within me, so that the things that I aspire to be start to come into fruition.
Okay.
So it's just it's who I am is I'm not dumb, I'm not stupid, and that's it, man. Like I said, there's no hard copy to it.
Okay.
I just have to remind myself that I'm not an idiot, I'm not stupid, right? I'm not a wetback. Kind of those things that people put on you growing up, the labels, and to put the label on myself that I can do all things. As long as I work within myself. The transformation that you're talking about, one step at a time.
That's deep. I like how you said in yourself.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
Because a lot of people, I know a lot of people look on Instagram, they get purpose from that, they get purpose from Facebook, they get purpose from different search engines. But in the process of them getting purpose from them, they don't get an identity. So then when people like I meet, they have identity crisis. They don't know who they are. I know certain people that's in my life now that has that, like, who are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you for even acknowledging that. Like, as I received that you're working in progress.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're heading to something. You know what I'm saying? You got bigger. I know you got big plans. You just flew back in. You know what I mean? You gonna fly back out? My God, like it's hard to catch this guy. This guy right here, busy man right here.
I travel. You know, I do travel the United States. You know, for my job. You know, I want to say that I'm really good at what I do, and you know, there's a lot of people in my company that rely on me to do my job. But what a lot of people don't know is the work that I put in behind closed doors, or that windshield time, right? The books that I use, the books that I read to help me prepare me mentally for the challenges that that are going to come against me, not just spiritually, but like in my profession, you get older people that are really good at what they do, and they can't take advice from somebody my age, and then you get the new generation that know everything, and I have to learn how to teach the old guy and then bring in the new guy, and still get them to learn where they're not telling their boss they don't understand what they're doing, because when somebody doesn't know how to do their job, it looks bad on me.
Yeah. And how long you been with this company?
I've been with the company 8 years, but and then the previous one 4, but I've been doing automotive my whole life. But Fresno City College, I come from the Valley. I wanted to be a mechanic, and it all started there. I thought I wanted to just be a mechanic, and later on I just fell into this automotive field, this structural field, this how would I say this, iCar instructor, teacher, sales. Like, it's a lot of things kind of piled into one. So not only am I in sales, but I'm also in training. I'm also in certifications. So, and I'm forever always learning. So it's never ending.
It's good. It's real good. I mean, sheesh. Man, if you need some help, I'll let this guy.
Yeah, structural help, welding help, aluminum. You want to buy some equipment, hit me up. Nah.
Endorsements.
What's up? Gotcha.
I'm so, man, I'm stoked. I'm super excited. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. Likewise, bro. Shit, it's real.
Off top, man.
Yes. If you would have saw us when we first met, woo-wee. Don't go
before
there.
The glasses.
Yeah.
Speaking
of glasses, I need something. That's why you saw me earlier. Oh my God. You're like, you okay? I'm not. No, my eyes are just tired, big dog. Yeah.
But that's what this podcast is about, man. It's not about how can I put this? It's about the real. You know what I mean? It's about the real transformation, the real life things, you know what I mean? Because with us personally motivating ourselves, it's more of the mindset of I can win, I can do it. Because so many people, even through this podcast, even though this is our first time, I had a lot of haters, bro. Woo-wee! A lot of people that said you can't do it. A lot of people said that it can't be done. Who you think you are? Even with Antonio, a lot of, and I used to hear the little gossip. You know how people gossip. You know how people talk. The talkers.
Weedy wee.
Yeah, the weedy weeds. The. But you don't know him. You don't know his drive. You don't know, like by me watching this guy doing softball on, I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesdays.
When he was playing softball, he was the coach. Like, I was like, okay, Antonio, this dude doing his thing. And then he was pitching, you know what I mean? And by doing all that shows true leadership.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but it's getting 11 guys on 11 guys that no longer play, right? And some of them that never played, and some that are MVPs, and getting them to line up into some underhand slow ball pitch.
Yeah,
right.
It's a difficult thing when everybody, all the ego trips of man that hasn't became man yet. I learned from all these years, because I've been around, I've been in my right mind for 23 years. I can just say that.
It's been 23, brother?
23 years, bro.
Well, I got 19 and on Christmas Eve, so 23. Come on, that's what I'm talking about.
Bro. 23 years. 23 years.
Baby, saludo.
In my right mind, you know what I mean? And I learned from all these years that some men and some women, just people, period, they can be 40 years old but stuck at a 20-year-old or 13 or and then what happens with those type of people, they don't know the truth. And the truth is inside of them. The self motivation, the more than conqueror, the mindset of, wait, I know what you're saying, but I'm gonna use this. I love how Gatorade, and I don't know if you know, but on the bottle of Gatorade it says thirst quencher.
Yes, yeah, at the bottom, right there, yeah.
Right on the bottom, it says thirst quencher. So when you're thirsty, like I'm a truck driver, and sometimes I get thirsty. You know what I mean? And I need that thirst quencher. And sometimes that thirst quencher comes from me saying, looking in the mirror and saying, "You got this." Not from anybody else, not from my in-laws, not from nobody, not from the church, not from people that's in the walk of my life. It's about me self-motivating, like getting in my thirst quench. You know what I mean? Getting that, okay, I gotta get that second win. Like,
that's knowing your responsibility to yourself.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's a great thing.
Keywords.
Responsibility.
That word right there, responsible. And sometimes, as I learned, some people that's in this world, not just in the industry, but in this world, they have the mentality of, wait, what happened to such and such? I don't know. What happened? Like, they start living the life as they celebrities that they watch. They start living in life as, just like you, this guy, big time TikTok, like my guy.
Antonio Perez 669 TikTok, check it out.
Hey, this guy right here, my goodness. But it's people just like with him, like people watching him, and they want to copy, or they want to not become who they called to be, or who they what they meant to be, and not being comfortable with who they meant to be. Then they start modeling or mimicking that person. And that's where the mindset of transform come in, because this podcast is called Transform because it's that refreshing. Just like I think I got it from Transformers. Remember how Optimus Prime and Bumblebee and all them, I always thought, I was like, wait, where's this coming from? It's because when Optimus Prime was a truck, he's a truck, right? He's a big diesel. He's a big diesel, right? He's a big diesel. But when the Decepticons, I think it was Decepticons.
The Jets.
Right? The Jets. The Jets, Decepticons, the airplanes. So when they come in, he had to transform. He couldn't fight as a truck.
He's undercover.
Bumblebee, he had to come out of it, you know what I mean, and do his thing. But just like us, we had to come to our lifetime, like in our life, we had to transform. And in transforming, we can't go back. You see what I'm saying? We can't backtrack.
We only go forward.
We only go forward, but in us going forward, that's where the transformation came. Because I'm speaking for you, I seen it transform in your life. Truthfully, I seen that transform in your life when you called me. I was in Oakland. I don't know if you remember this, but a little history. Yeah. I was staying in Oakland, and you called me. It was late night, and I talked to you, and I heard in your voice, D, I'm good.
Fed up.
I'm fed up. I'm done.
In Spanish, hasta allí,
it's over.
I'm done.
Yeah, and I heard it in his voice. I heard it in your voice, and I just sat there. I was like, okay, bro. Okay. I had to receive it, because if you hear it in a person's voice that they're done, they're done.
Yeah.
But Absolutely. If they just say it,
if
they just say, I'm done, man, I'm done. I quit. Alright. You'll be back tomorrow.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I quit for these 8 hours.
Yeah,
I'll start tomorrow at 8.
I quit for this little time period. But with you, I can honestly say that's why I believe that's why I had to call you and ask you to be a guest upon mine, you know what I mean, and move from this, because I heard it in your voice.
Yeah.
And then not just hearing it, I seen it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the action behind
action
behind the frustration. That is to make the choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you said it, and then it was like, okay, but then I seen it when I came over your house, and you know what I'm saying. When I seen it with my
We're not
own
going to talk
eyes.
about what happened, but
No,
we are.
no,
Yeah,
no, that's
it's
deep,
just
that's-
know that it was enough.
Yeah.
Your boy had enough.
Boy, it was over. It was
Yeah.
done deal, out of there. Ashes, ashes, dust to dust. Out of there.
Yeah.
But I respect you for that,
Thank
because
you.
a lot of men that I know that we came across, they not done. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're stuck, and why they're stuck is because of the simple fact they hasn't went through the transformation state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or they're not ready to take responsibility to make the changes in their life.
Come on, speak it.
That's just the truth. That's what transforming is.
Wow.
That's just it. Like I'm not ready to say, yeah, I'm not ready to grow up.
Wow.
I'm not ready to be better. I'm not
Wow.
ready to go forward. I'm happy right here,
Wow.
skating backwards.
Wow. That's heavy.
Because you're kind of going back into what they come from.
That's heavy.
If you're going forward. I remember Pastor Steve, you always say, if you're coasting, you're going downhill. If it's hard, you're going up. So it's an uphill battle. Take responsibility.
Sheesh, that's heavy, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that's... Oof.
We can't be coasting, man. That's all bad. Whenever I'm at work and I feel like, oh, I'm good, I got it, I'm under control, I gotta really stop myself. I gotta listen to my books. I gotta, work on my presentation, my body posture, communication, sales tactics, reading body language. All those things come into play in what I do, because if I'm frustrating the customer or a technician and he's not saying it, I need to be able to look at him and understand what I'm doing wrong, and that makes me a better communicator. A better teacher, a better instructor.
Wow.
And I do that by reading books and taking responsibility to know that I'm a prick.
Wow.
And I got to get better.
Wow. That's heavy. And you know that you got to get better.
I got to get better. I'm an asshole by trade, brother.
That's crazy.
I was Burt
Jeez.
1. Bro, I'm first degree black belt. And being
See,
an
I'm learning
asshole.
something new again. First degree.
I get you one.
Ooh.
Bam. Oh, shit, my bad. But you can only say it so many times to where, you
Yeah.
heard so many,
Yeah.
you heard somebody so many times to where it's not an accident, it's a habit, and we're trying to break habits by taking responsibility on who we are.
Jeez. Wow. That's heavy. I don't even know what to follow through with that. It's so true, because some habits is hard to break.
Really, really hard.
You know what I mean? And sometimes we don't even know that we have the habit.
Yeah.
That's the bad part. You know what I mean?
Well, and to your defense, to anybody's defense that doesn't know the habit, most of our habits are formed. We form them to ourselves. They're walls that we put up as defense mechanisms. Because we've been hurt so many times that we don't want to be hurt in that area. So if somebody kind of comes close to that area and you feel that you need to be on guard, the first thing you do is whack, you attack.
Wow.
Verbally.
Wow.
Right? That's your red zone. But you have to understand, when we're out and we're being professional, and if this transformation is being real, we need people to go ahead and come in and help. Let them help us transform correctly. If not, we're only being what we want to be. And that's not good.
That's heavy. I really, sheesh. I was not expecting that. But thank you, Antonio. I'm overwhelmed with saying that you're my friend.
Absolutely, man.
You know
That's
what
what's
I
up.
mean?
Yeah, no, hey, like I said, we've been around for a long time.
Man.
And there's a lot of good brothers that kind of went through the same situation that we did, and we're still here. We're
Still
fighting.
here, bro.
But the number one thing is, now we have taken responsibility for the shit we've done wrong.
That's it. And not pushing the responsibility.
No poor me.
Yeah.
No poor me.
And-
It's not their fault.
Not even that, just pointing the finger.
Yeah.
You know, I heard somebody said, I don't know, remember who it was. It's a quote. He said, when you point the finger, always look at the other three fingers.
Oh, that's
pointing
Pastor
back.
Steve Pineda who
Wasn't
said
it?
that. Yeah,
Didn't he say that?
when you point one finger at somebody, you got to remember that you got these three pointing right back at yourself.
That was Pastor Steve.
Pastor Steve said that.
Boy, look here.
Yeah, that's
My God.
Hayward, California.
Woo-wee.
Rest in peace, Pastor Steve Pineda. Yeah,
Victory Outreach. Come
That's
on,
right.
somebody.
yeah, he said it. I remember that because when you're
I
in the
never knew
home,
who said it.
Yeah, when you're in the home, all you do is kind of that guy, that guy. But the whole time it's like you're only pointing out things that you don't like in somebody because you see it in them, and that's you.
Sheesh.
Like, I can't stand that dude. Why? Because he's just like you?
Sheesh.
Right?
Ooh, that hurt. Ooh.
Stand up, take some responsibility.
Ooh,
That part of him is what you need to fix.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it's for, you know. Just we need to be mirrors.
Big time. I know I want to hold you too longer. So, if you want to give a shout out or you want to show people, the floor is yours for you to let them know how do they follow you and.
Well, you know, if you guys happen to see me on TikTok, you know, it's Tono Bear, Tono Bear 8669. The 8669 is Tony. If anybody knows me by the name of Tony, they know me from back in the day. But, you know, if you see me, say what's up. Not really any shout outs, but to those who are truly struggling and really going through something and ready to take responsibility for the things that they need to control in their lives so that the transformation can take place. Hit me up. I'm down. Like, you know, you'll see me, I'll play around, you'll catch me cussing, you know, throwing some F-bombs, doing what I do.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, I just like to have fun. And at the end of the day, I kick ass in what I do. I concentrate on the things that I need to change in my life to make me a better person.
Yes.
So you're always welcome to hit me up. Message me. My IG and my Facebook is connected to my TikTok. I think you have to do just say what's up. That's all I gotta say. And shout out to every man who is in the struggle that doesn't know how to say I need help. Man, just know you're not alone. That's real shit.
Yeah, yeah. So that's heavy, man. So, I mean, we gonna end it here. It's really not more need be said than let's do this together, man.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean?
That's real. Well, hey, man, we're men, but we need to be able to rely on each other and trust each other to, you know, to know that the other person is just as weak as we are.
Yeah.
We can only be strong for so long.
Yeah.
But together, shit, man, we can make a difference.
Definitely.
Somebody said something to me, man, just the other day. What did they say? Man, what was that, man? I'm probably gonna have to. I remember going down the road, but it's by ourselves. Like, you know, we're not really doing anything. It's like I'm not here to fix myself, but together we can support each other.
Wow.
And that's what it comes down to.
Heavy,
together we can support each other.
Heavy.
I'm not here to tell you how to fix yourself, but I'll tell you what, you tell me your shit, and I tell you mine, and there's a few of us together, now we're standing together and we're helping each other as men. Now we're being strong.
Yeah, that's key.
Now we're being strong.
Now, yeah.
Now we're transforming. Now we're taking responsibility.
Exactly.
Don't take that shit home to your wife, to your girl, take it out on your kids. Man, hey, men with another man in a form of communication, that's where it's at.
I wanted to say that. It was so almost came out with it. But thank y'all for showing. Thank y'all for showing the support. Thank y'all for tuning in. Until we meet again, man.
Go Niners all the way next year, number 6. You heard it right here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna follow me on TikTok, I'm a Niner fan. This guy right there from Las Vegas.
Hey, Raiders all day. Love y'all.
Let's go.